Ladies and gentlemen, very cool surprise we have today. Ed Boon's on Hot Ones.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Fight.
I'm very excited for this.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings.
So
Today, we're
cool,
joined
bro.
by a very
Ed
special
Boon
edition
on
of
Hot
video
Ones.
game legend Ed Boon. He's the programmer, voice actor, and director, best known as co-creator of the iconic Mortal Kombat fighting series, and his latest game, Mortal Kombat 1, is set to release on September 19th. Ed Boon, welcome to the show.
Very happy to be here. A little nervous, but looks like fun.
All totally
Hot
normal
wings, bro.
reactions.
How
You know,
the
everybody
hell?
Comes in here, they're always nervous. But before we get
Dude,
started, how are
I
you
would
on
love and
spicy
hate to
food?
go on this show
What's
at the
your
same
hot sauce
time.
naturally?
No, I am at the lowest end of the spicy food thing, and it's not like I dislike it. I just have a very low tolerance, so this should be interesting.
Hey, yo, kudos to him for doing this shit, man. I don't know if I could, bro. Poor Ed's gonna have a heart attack. We need to protect this man at all costs.
Okay. Is this one supposed to hit in right away, or is just the lowest end?
I think you were a hot sauce guy all along, Ed. You know, you just didn't know you had it
No,
in
no,
you.
not at all. Not at all. Yeah, it's good.
Such relaxing music.
So, when we had actor Kumail Nanjiani on the show, he put forth this theory that video games are the only medium in entertainment that get better year over year because of the technological advancements. Is somebody who's had their hands so deep in the video game honeypot since the 1980s, does that at all resonate with you?
It does. The first Mortal Kombat game we started in 1991 was 4 people, right? All right. It was 4 people.
Oh, if Ed's already struggling,
One
this is gonna be
2
hell
artists,
for him.
and an audio guy. The newest one is literally in the hundreds. Technology has created an opportunity for us to make the most elaborate sets. We have actors, directors, animators, audio engineers. It just goes on and on. So the scope is 100 times, I'd say, maybe as big as the very first one, and it's all technology's fault.
For better or worse,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
better
yeah.
or worse.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you miss most about the old days? And then what are you so happy that you don't have to deal with anymore?
What I miss the most about the old days is if you have an idea, later that afternoon you can see the idea, you know, come to fruition, right? You can just see it done. Now if you have an idea,
6-month lead.
oh, at least it's like you know, steering the Titanic. You know, you want to take a turn, you plan a month ahead, and you start turning. So it was there's something about having an idea off the top of your head and being able to do it now it affects, you know, 30 people, and you have to borderline get permission to do it before you when you do it, even in my position.
And here on the 5-wing gauntlet,
I love
we're doing
hearing
some
like
time
behind the
trials here, right?
scenes
We're
and
going
stuff.
from number 1 to number 5.
Yeah, this is the one I'm getting nervous about. Oh, that's nothing. No, I'm sure it's gonna. I'm sure it's gonna hit. Okay.
I love a good wing, bro.
They do taste good.
It is nice, and I'm kind of hungry. You know, I don't always come.
It's
in
like
here
ASMR.
hungry,
What the
but
fuck
when
is
I do,
happening,
it's
bro?
kinda nice, you know, to have the meal here.
Okay, I'm suspicious because I thought I'd be cracking on the second one for sure.
You're gonna be good. You're gonna make it all the way through with not an ounce of sweat on you. I can see it already, Ed.
I'm gonna regret this.
You got it. You know, I'm fascinated by guest characters. You know, having RoboCop on there, having Terminator on there, Spawn, Freddy Krueger.
I'd love to get Freddy
What
back
kind
in
of
a game, bro.
characters do you look for when deciding to bring a character from another universe into the Mortal Kombat world?
That's actually it's a lot more. It's not technical. It's just childish. We all.
That's how I like it. That's how I like it.
We all grew up watching movies from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. From our standpoint, it is. Wouldn't it be cool to see Terminator fighting Scorpion? Wouldn't it be cool to see RoboCop fighting Sub-Zero? And it's as basic and simple as that.
Hope we
you
get
know,
Bruce
science to
Lee
it.
in a
At
game
some
one day,
point,
bro.
There's legalities. Can we get the license to it? Can
Ghost
we do this?
Rider.
But in terms of where the idea comes from, it's
Deadpool.
a bunch of
Deadpool would make sense.
adults who are still
Trapped in the 70s
trapped
watching
in
tough guy movies.
exactly, and want to see who would win in a fight. It's that simple.
So this one is the spicy shark here.
Uh-oh. Again, am I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
So this is
I just
one
answered my question.
is kind of sweet up front, and it almost makes you think, oh, did I grab the wrong wing?
Yeah, it does.
And then
man.
the second you think that, the door slams.
Yeah.
But still going back in. I love it, Ed. I love it.
Well,
So one of my favorite things that's come out about the new game is that you
Oh,
actually have a Jean-Claude
shit!
Van Damme skin for Johnny.
There it is.
Can you talk about?
We
how
haven't seen that
this is a
before.
very validating
What?
Full circle moment. You know, 30
Just
years
dropping that in?
when we oh man, that's kicking in.
What an exclusive.
When we made the very first game, our original intention was to make Van Damme the arcade game, right? We actually
Damn.
wanted to see the word Van Damme big there. And again, Bloodsport was big, and Universal Soldier I think it was. So we called his
That water's
his
been
people,
sitting there for a few days.
and we're like, we want to make a game based on Van Damme, and I don't know if he declined or it just never got to him or something like that. But again, this is a bunch of a couple of 20-year-old kids, 20-something-year-old kids.
I thought it was like
wanted to
budget.
make a video
Strange.
game. I could see how Van Damme would go. No, we're not doing this, and not knowing that. So we tried a number of times going back and forth with him. This time we hit the lottery and we got him, and we actually have his voice, and he's gonna be the Johnny Cage character, and it is, like you said, it's the absolute.
I am so happy they kept Andrew Bowen and just made him a
What do
guest,
you
because if
see
they would
as
have done a
the
celebrity situation with him,
significance
I would have
of
been
the
so
whole
sad.
narrative in a fighting video game like this?
So that's actually one of the hardest.
I'm sorry,
things
Andrew
about
Bowen is
this
Johnny
service.
Cage.
And we're gonna give the player like 30 fights, so you have to come up with 30 confrontations that'll be enough for a reason to fight. And we've kind of gotten, we've stumbled a couple of times, like we'd have Johnny Cage is hitting on somebody, and Jax is like, hey, cut it out. Hey, I'm just hitting on her. Okay, let's fight about it. That's not a really good reason to
Well, listen,
to
fights
punch.
happen that way.
Exactly.
Fights happen that way.
Yeah, at a
you know?
bar or something
Yeah.
like that. But so we've had some really kind of silly ones, and we have to. But yeah, the story's main function is to create conflict and let the player resolve the conflict by beating the crap out of the other character. Yeah.
It's only right.
Yeah.
All right, Ed, are you ready to move on here? This is The Bomb Beyond Insanity.
Oh man.
So this one is crazy. Okay, I'm just
Okay,
letting
okay.
you know.
Okay. All right.
Damn, that was a decent bite too.
It'll be pretty immediate. You won't have to wait for this one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, I gotta take a sip.
Whoa!
Damn, what are you doing?
And he reaches
I think I'm
for
gonna
the milk.
join you there. by the
I
way.
bet you this is gonna be exactly how the Mortal
Wow.
Kombat story mode goes.
Yeah, that's the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life.
I
So
went.
like me,
Hey, yo, sorry.
you're in a
Sidebar conversation, real quick. The spiciest thing I've ever eaten in my life. I went to a Wild Wing, and I don't know what the pepper they use in their Braveheart wings, but I was just like, because I have a good heat tolerance, or so I thought. So I got the spiciest wings they have, and they're called Braveheart wings. They were boneless, and me and my brother shared them. And my brother's good with heat too, and I saw him eat one. And it didn't even faze him. So I was like, oh, okay, all right, I got this. And I just go in and I eat like 3, because you know how this is like a slow heat building wing. And so I just eat 3 real quick. And once I am done eating the 3rd one, because my brother ate it first, I look up to him and he's literally shaking and his face is beet red. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So the heat starts to hit me immediately, and it's the hottest shit I've ever had. I'm over here like panting like a dog. I'm like screaming for milk. I literally in the restaurant, I'm like, milk, milk. I just keep saying it over and over again. I was like 13, but dude, shit was crazy.
Talking about it a little bit outside. I know that you graduated with a degree in mathematics and computer science. I'm curious, where did you think you would go next? I can't imagine you thought like in 1986 that you were going to be a video game developer.
What'd you say? No. In 1986, I absolutely knew I was going to be.
I tell you what, he's kind of taking this like a champ.
Wow. I knew. I think when I was like 15 years old or something, a game called Defender came out, and Defender, Pac-Man. Wow.
I bet you that milk's warm. I can't stand warm milk.
It was. God, it actually gets hot.
I know, and it doesn't stop. And then you talk. And you know it provides some oxygen to the fire. You know.
And at the time, Apple had released, the Apple II. So people first got computers in their hands. I had this Atari 800. Oh my God, it's even hotter. And once I put a pixel on the screen and moved it over, to me it was like, hitting a note on a piano and realizing you can hit 3 of them and make a chord. You can do this and you can compose. And it was a big moment of like, wow, this is what I want to do. And I always assumed that I would be working at a bank, right? Writing, some kind of software, and then making games by myself, on as a hobby or something like that. And it turned out that it was, I lucked out and I got a job in a pinball company that was also making video games, and I've had one job my whole life. Right out of school, I made one resume in Champaign, Illinois, and I've not made one since. Just crazy. Yeah, my lips are burning.
All right, Ed.
Okay. So it already has it, but you dab a little
Just
more on it?
Just a little dab, yeah.
Okay.
There you go,
All
perfect. Cheers, Ed. What a ride.
Cheers. Wow. All right, I'm gonna regret this.
So he's already passed the
Sharp.
worst of it.
Hits you right away.
Yeah.
But Ed, you don't have to eat anything else. You did it, You walked in here a little bit nervous. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
But to close things out, Mortal Kombat's made such an indelible imprint on me and so many in my generation. And here we are, 30 years later, still galvanizing players all over the world. So to close things out, with your brain on fire, mouth ablaze, I'm gonna hit you with a Mortal Kombat rapid
fire.
Okay. Where did the "get over here" catchphrase come from?
Get over here! We were in the studio, literally off the top of my head, I was like, hey, let's have the guy throw a spear. And as I was kind of miming it out, I had said, then he pulls him in and he says, get over here, And at that point,
that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Of it, that'll be a catchphrase. But later in the audio recording, I was there doing some grunts and groans and decided to yell out, get over here. That's my voice. And then that's basically where it came
It's
from.
awesome.
Do you have a favorite piece of Mortal Kombat memorabilia or a keepsake that you've collected over the years that's most treasured to you?
Yes. I didn't know it existed, but when they made the first Mortal Kombat movie, for some dangerous reason, they made a Kano knife, this gigantic, not safe knife, and they branded it and they put it and they sent me.
I want that.
And I'm the opposite of somebody who uses knives, but it's really cool looking. And then, so that's my favorite one.
Off the top of your head, without thinking about it too much, do you have any sort of an idea for a hot sauce fatality?
This one, and I would say, just force feeding it to the loser.
Well, you know what, Ed? We could not finish him today because he took on the wings of death, lived to tell the tale, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
We have September 19th, we have Mortal Kombat
14th if you pre-order.
the 12th
Or got the premium
version
edition.
of Mortal Kombat that we are calling Mortal Kombat 1 because we've reset our story, telling it from the actual Big Bang, and you will see a brand new.
It's happening! The game's coming out in a week! Subscribe.